At this time, I call the January 14th, 2026 Board of Adjustment meeting for the town of Fuquay-Varina to order. We have a quorum tonight. Everyone, please stand for the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Before we proceed with tonight's agenda, as set, I would like to suggest a small adjustment to the order of items. To ensure all board members can fully participate in tonight's meeting, including the voting process, I propose that we move item 5A, which is the oath of office, and item 5B, which is the election of the Board of Adjustment Vice Chair for 2026, to occur before item 2A, which is the approval of the minutes. This change will allow all board members to take their oath and be formally seated before any official business or actions are taken. Item 5A, the administration of the Board of Adjustment oath of office and introduction of new Board of Adjustment members. At this time, I would like to request that our new Board of Adjustment member present tonight, please come forward and line up at the podium, then face the board so that our deputy clerk can administer the oath of office.
Hi, Morgan, welcome. If you'll please raise your right hand and face forward.
Okay.
And repeat after me. I solemnly swear
I solemnly swear
to tell the whole truth
to tell the whole truth
and nothing but the truth.
and nothing but the truth.
Let me correct for the record, this is the wrong oath. When I signed that, I was like,
This is a weird oath to sign.
so sorry.
I was like,
On the
maybe
record, I apologize. That is the wrong,
I should have said something.
that is the wrong oath.
That's okay.
Morgan, if you'll raise your right
Sure.
hand. Thank you, and repeat after me. I solemnly swear
I solemnly swear
to tell the whole truth.
to tell the whole truth.
What in the world? That's the boat that we're on there. So sorry. I printed one from the meeting. I'm so sorry.
It's okay.
Again, for the record, I'm going to administer the new board member's oath of office. If you'll repeat after me.
Okay.
I, in your name,
I, Morgan McDougall,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support
that I will support
and maintain the Constitution
and maintain the Constitution
and laws of the United States
and laws of the United States
and the Constitution
and the Constitution
and laws
and laws
of North Carolina,
of North Carolina,
not inconsistent therewith,
not inconsistent therewith,
and that I will faithfully discharge
and that I will faithfully discharge
the duties of my office
the duties of my office
as a member of the town
as a member of the town
of Fuquay-Varina
of Fuquay-Varina
Board of Adjustment.
Board of Adjustment.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Thank you. You may have a seat.
Catherine, if I can just do a quick introduction of the new members too.
Sure.
Morgan, who was just sworn in, joins us after previously serving on the Holly Springs Board of Adjustment. She's been appointed by Wake County to serve as one of our ETJ representatives and currently works for the school system. David Olali, who's not able to be here tonight, he joins the Board of Adjustment as our alternate. He has served on several advisory boards and he works as a data scientist. I would also like to acknowledge our returning board members and thank them for being willing to serve their community for another term. Thomas Gallo and Douglas Congan were reappointed for their second terms as in-town members, and Chris Goins was reappointed by Wake County to serve his second term as an ETJ member, so thank you.
Okay, item 5B is the election of the Board of Adjustment Vice Chair for 2026. The purpose of this agenda item is to nominate and elect a Board of Adjustment member to serve as the Vice Chair. Would anyone like to make a motion to nominate a Vice Chair?
I would.
Okay.
I would like to nominate Andrew to be Vice Chair, since he did such a great job last year.
Do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor,
Aye.
please raise your right hand and say aye.
Aye.
Any in opposition, please raise your right hand and say nay. All right, our motion to elect our new Board of Adjustment Vice Chair for the term lasting through December 2026 is approved. Okay. This is a quasi judicial hearing. And this is a time for petitioners to present justification for special use permit or variance requests, and for the members of the public to testify in support or in opposition to these presented justifications. Quasi-judicial hearings are unlike legislative hearings in that witness testimony is limited to the field of expertise or to a party withstanding, and not to general public comments in support or opposition to the request. Any evidence presented tonight before the board will become the property of the town. Anyone wishing to address the board tonight will need to sign the public hearing sheet, sign-in sheet, and complete an oath form at the podium, and be required to take an oath or affirmation issued by the deputy clerk. At this time, I would like to request that all those who are wanting to give testimony at tonight's public hearing portion of the meeting, please come forward in order to be sworn by the deputy clerk. If anyone coming forward, is anyone coming forward? If you will please line up here. Well,
Good evening.
I guess there's just one of you. All of you can please line up before the column and podium and face the board members while the clerk administers.
Hi, if you'll raise your right hand for me.
Yeah.
And repeat after me.
Okay.
I solemnly swear
I solemnly swear
to tell the whole truth
to tell the whole truth
and nothing but the truth,
and nothing but the truth.
so help me God.
So help me God.
For evidence presented
For evidence presented
before the Board
before the Board
of Adjustment
of Adjustment
of the town of Fuquay-Varina,
of the town of Fuquay-Varina,
North Carolina.
North Carolina.
Thank you. You may have a seat.
Thank you.
Did you have the opportunity to sign the oath form?
Yes.
All right, so now we're going to pick back up on our agenda item 2A, which is the approval of the minutes from the December 8th, 2025 Board of Adjustment meeting that we had virtually. The purpose of this agenda item is to consider approval of the minutes of the Board of Adjustment meeting on December 8th of 2025. Has everyone had a chance to review the minutes?
Yes.
Does anyone have any changes or corrections to be made to those minutes?
No.
Do I have a motion to approve the December 8th, 2025 minutes as presented or as amended?
I make a motion to approve the minutes from the virtual December 8th, 2025 Board of Adjustment meeting as presented.
Do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor, raise your right hand and say aye.
Aye.
All in opposition, raise your right hand and say nay. The motion carries. At this time, we're going to move on to item 4A, which is the special use permit petition. The purpose of this agenda item is to consider a special use permit, BOA SUP 2025-02, at 1300 Ivy Grove Court by petitioner Katerina Ripa. Further information will be provided by staff.
Thank you. I am entering the agenda abstract into the official records of the town. The subject property is located at 1300 Ivy Grove Court on .25 acres within the town's corporate limits. The principal use of the property is a residence. The petitioner is requesting a special use permit to expand the in-home business from the existing small in-home daycare, for which a home occupation was issued for on August 7th, 2024, to care for no more than 5 children. The town's use standards require approval of a special use permit to operate a large in-home daycare. The petitioner is requesting permission to care for up to 10 children, including the resident's own children. The zoning of the property is residential medium density. The surrounding uses are residential lots in the Amber Ridge subdivision. They're all zoned the same residential medium density. And the petitioner is requesting a special use permit to permit the operation of a large in-home daycare. The town has received a letter and an email expressing opposition to this special use permit. Both communications were provided to the Board of Adjustment members. And I'm available for any questions.
Anyone have any questions for our staff member tonight? All right, if not, will the representative for the petitioner please come forward and make your presentation? When you come forward, please state your name, your profession, and your address for the board, please.
Good evening. My name is Katerina Ripa, and I am director of the home daycare, and the address is 1300 Ivy Grove Court, North Carolina. So the proposed use will not materially endanger the public health or safety of the surrounding neighborhood. The daycare will continue to operate in accordance with all state child care licensing requirements, local zoning regulation, and site plan. Safety measures are already in place, including secure indoor and outdoor play areas, proper supervision, ratios, and compliance with fire. Turnip Academy is licensed family child care home that already meets all required conditions and specification established by the town of Fuquay-Varina and the North Carolina Division of Child Development and Early Education. The proposed increase for Turnip Academy will not substantially injure the value of adjacent properties. The daycare will continue to operate as a small home-based program within an exciting residential property, maintaining the same quiet and family-friendly environment that characterizes the neighborhood. The daycare will continue to operate within the exciting single-family home, preserving the appearance and peaceful atmosphere of the area. All activities will take place indoors or within the fenced outdoor play area, and no major structural changes or alteration are proposed. The property will remain well-maintained, safe, and attractive in keeping with community standards. This use support the town of Fuquay-Varina goals of family-oriented neighborhood and accessible early education opportunities. Access points for automobile, its street and road access. The house is likely accessed via Ivy Grove Court, a local subdivision street loop connecting to a higher level road in the subdivision. And also we are using a driveway. The primary vehicle access is via a private driveway connecting to the subdivision street. Emergency and public safety access. Emergency vehicle like fire and ambulance will likely access via the same subdivision street and driveway have adequate width and turning radius and clearance for fire truck. The exciting driveway accommodates up to 4 vehicles, allowing parents to park temporarily while dropping off or picking up children without blocking traffic or neighborhood driveways. In addition, Hamburg Drive, which connects near the property, provides additional safe street parking and turning space when needed. Because of the small scale of the operation, no commercial service or dumpster area is required or proposed. All household and daycare waste is managed through standard residential trash and recycling bins, which are stored nearly on the side of the house and placed curbside for collection on designed town service day. There are no additional lighting. The property uses standard residential exterior lights located near the front entrance and garage. All utilities are exciting and sufficient to support the proposed home daycare use and the requested increase in capacity. Water supply provided by town of Fuquay-Varina municipal water system. Electric provided by Duke Energy, as well as HVAC. sanitary sewer connected to the town public sewer system. Capacity is sufficient for current and proposed operation. Telecommunication standard residential internet are available for communication and emergency contact. The open play space is located in the fenced backyard, offering a secure area for outdoor learning and recreation. The play yard includes grass, shaded areas, and age-appropriate play equipment. The property maintains existing mature trees, which contributes to the overall appearance and environmental health of the lot. The property is not located within a designed floodplain, riparian stream buffer, or wetland area. The site is fully established and graded for residential use with no steep slopes or areas of environmental concern present. The proposed increase in capacity will have no negative effect on nearby properties. The home daycare operates within a private residence and will continue to maintain the quiet, family-friendly atmosphere. All activities take place indoor within the fenced backyard during limited daytime hours. Outdoor play is supervised and kept within reasonable noise level. There are no odors within the daycare. Traffic is minimal and limited to short drop-off and pick-up times. All activities associated with daycare will occur within the home and fenced backyard, presenting neighborhood aesthetic and privacy. Overall, the project maintains the residential appearance, seals, and use pattern of the neighborhood while providing I can read what I just wrote. Okay, sorry. Community service that support local families and promotes walkable, family-friendly development. As it was mentioned before, maximum enrollment is no more than 10 children at one time, includes own children. Hours of operation is Monday to Friday, from 7 to 6 p.m. and resident occupancy property owner will reside in the home full time. If you have any questions.
Any questions for this witness?
I have a couple.
Okay.
Hi.
Hi.
I just have a couple of questions. And you currently have how many students?
We are having the kids in home daycare, but we have just 5 of them.
Yeah, 5.
Yeah.
Are any of those your kids?
Yes. My own kids right now can go to the daycare because of the limit of 5 kids. So they're going to the different daycare.
So they don't go to your
Yeah.
daycare
Yeah.
at your place?
Yeah.
And you want to increase this to 10?
Yeah.
Right. My primary concern is with parking, pickup, drop-off.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you have 10 students, you're gonna have, my estimate may be wrong, but you're gonna have 10 cars.
Yes, we don't have 10 cars, but not all the children pick up in the same time. Some of them will pick up
Right.
we'll tell like at 4, some of them at 5, and we have the space for 4 cars, and it's easy to communicate with my current parents that we can write in a policy book that pickup time is like 5 minutes or something like that, so they're not staying and blocking the driveway or the road.
But you have parking for 4 cars.
Yeah.
During pickup or drop-off, are there people that park in the street?
No.
So you're kind of strict on that. You keep that away from the street, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Because I know if you put a car there,
There is the road next to our house, which is like it's not like a loop, but it's I would say it's a tail of the road where the cars can park, but it never happens with us. Like I told, we have 5 space, but our capacity is 8 kids for right now. 3 of them is just the school agers. So this December I have 7 kids because I have 5 preschool and 2 school agers, and we don't have like any concerns about parking.
you have 7 kids right now?
No, right now 5.
Right,
December.
Is it 5?
Yeah, December because school got the vacation.
Yep. So getting back to my concern, is if somebody does park in the street, there's not a whole lot of room to let emergency vehicles through because those streets are pretty narrow.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, have you run into that issue before?
What was that?
Have you run into that issue previously?
No, we don't have.
People are parking,
Mm-mm.
at no
No.
time does anyone park in the street?
No, we don't have any issues with that.
Right, that's my
Thank
last
you.
question. All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
I have a couple questions for you. You said you currently have 5.
Yeah.
And you would like to double that and get 10.
I would not say that I want to double to 10. I just want to have the opportunity to have 10 space, so my kids is not staying in a different daycare. They can stay in my daycare, and then I would say I want 8 kids.
Okay.
Yeah.
So far, what do you estimate the drop-off time is, the drop-off and pickup time currently?
You mean how many times need parents to drop off and pick up?
Like,
Or
what is
when?
the estimated time that it takes a parent to drop off and pick up their child? Is it?
For the drop off, it's like 2 minutes.
Okay,
Because they are just giving me the kids and say bye-bye and that's it. Nobody is coming inside. They just give me the kids.
and would it be safe to say that that's the same time for the pickup as well?
For the pickup, we are staying outside and the parents pick up the kids right from the street. So it's also like, I would say, no more than 5 minutes.
Okay. And my next question, is the backyard fenced in?
Yeah.
Okay. And would you potentially need more staffing if you were to increase?
No. First of all, I can to have it. Yeah.
Perfect. That's it. Those are my
Thank you.
questions. Thank you.
You have 2 of the children in your daycare are your children?
Not my children. My children in a different daycare or they staying with the nanny.
Okay,
So yeah.
all right. So these are 5 children that are other people, and 3 of them are after-schoolers?
No, it was just for the school vacation.
Okay,
They stay in our daycare because they were in my daycare when they were preschoolers, and now they go to the school. But because of the school vacation, they go to my daycare.
so all 5 are preschoolers?
Yeah.
Okay. And generally what age, like?
From 3 to 5.
3 to 5, okay.
Hmm.
Are any of the kids that you currently have in the same family? And I'm asking that because that would mean potentially less vehicles.
No, but I will have one of the family who gonna have 2 kids from the same family.
Okay.
So you have people asking for spots in your
Yeah.
daycare?
Can you explain to me again how pickup works? Someone actually walks the child out to the car outside?
Yeah, sure, of course.
Okay.
They just greeting me and give me the keys, saying bye-bye to the kids, and then they go away.
Okay.
Yeah.
Have you had interaction with your neighbors, with your current number of students, where the neighbors are concerned with the current amount that you're approved to operate under?
No, we have the meeting with the neighbors, and they all were like, I would not say excited, but they are happy for me that I can have this opportunity to increase my capacity. And some of the neighbor even go to the tour to see the daycare.
Just want to come back to a question we asked earlier. You currently have a use permit for 5.
For 8, but
You have one
5
for
of them
8?
preschoolers and 3 of them can be the school agers.
Okay, so you want to increase that to 10.
And you had a meeting with the HOA,
Yeah,
and they
they approved.
voted
Hmm.
and approved it?
Yeah.
And you actually had 2 meetings with your neighbors, is that correct?
To what?
2
Yeah,
meetings with
yeah.
your neighbors? Do we have any more questions?
If this were approved, do you have families that are committed, meaning that there would be 10 that would be ready to come to you following the approval?
You mean if I have 10 families wanted to come to the daycare, if I available to do that?
Yes.
No, I would say that right now I'm not ready for that. I'm ready for, we'll say 8, but all the preschoolers.
Okay,
10 for me, it's a little bit
sure.
more than I expect.
How many children do you have of your own? And that you're wanting to move your children back to your home, am I understanding that correctly?
Yeah,
So part of the purpose of this is to have your own children at home
That's
with you during the day?
yeah,
How many children do you have?
2.
2, okay.
Yeah.
What
So,
are, what
like,
are their ages?
Huh?
What are your children's ages?
Almost 3 and almost 5.
Any more questions? At this time, I would like to open the public hearing portion of the meeting. Madam Clerk, are there any people who would like to speak in favor of or opposition to the petition?
We do have one person that signed up, Carol Ann Redfield, if she still chooses to speak. We do not have anyone.
Okay. At this time, we are going to close the public hearing and the board will go into discussion. Okay, does the board have any discussion about the petition?
My concern is the parking and drop-off and pickup.
I definitely have concerns with that as well. Seems like she does have a plan in place,
Yep.
but there's no guarantee that they don't all come at the same time. I mean, there's no way to guarantee that.
Sure.
With 4 spots, so if it was only 2 spots, that would be a little
And my daughter works for
more
a,
tight, but with 4 spots, you know, if she has a personal car and then 3 spots for others. HOA approving it.
I know, the HOA approval surprised me.
Yeah,
But I think that's good.
I think that's good.
I
Yes.
absolutely think that's good as well.
I know
Yeah.
how
Yeah.
HOA operates, and they're very
Yeah.
They're
That-
stringent,
stringent.
right?
yeah, I want to go back to that drop-off and pickup. My daughter works for a pre-K. And there's 4 classrooms. This is in Holly Springs. Okay. And the drop-off and pickup at her facility is not 2 minutes. And that never happens. Parents come in, kids have backpacks, they have lunch boxes, they have water bottles, teddy bears, whatever, and when the mom or dad comes in, they kind of do an inventory to make sure everything is in there. Then they talk to the teacher, and depending on the teacher, when you talk to my daughter, it's going to be more than 2 minutes. So that's what I question right now. The number of cars that are converging at the same time they only have enough parking for four cars. Where do the other cars park? You know, and if they park in the street, that presents a fire hazard and an emergency vehicle hazard, because it's going to be hard to get a fire truck or an ambulance, you know.
I would assume parking is allowed on the street.
Yes.
I was
Either
I
way.
was just gonna
so
mention
there might
that.
be other neighbors that have cars parked out there anyway.
And
No,
how long
sure.
are those cars parked? Are they parked overnight for days?
I know in my neighborhood, people park in the street.
People park on the
and-
street a lot.
Yeah, so, I don't know if parking in the street is a deal breaker for me, especially if it's 2 to 5 minutes, but,
It is a concern, but
yeah.
Yeah, and I think my request would be, if you're going to increase this to 10, then restrict parking to the parking spaces that they currently have.
And with two of them being her children, they won't be.
won't need
won't
pickup
need
and drop
pickup
off.
and drop off.
Right.
We're really only talking about one more child,
Right.
one more family.
With the opportunity to grow if
To grow.
she chose to do that.
Mhm.
And we've all had kids, and there are days when they don't go. They may be
Right.
sick, they may be on vacations. That doesn't mean that every single day,
Oh, that's a good
the full
point.
capacity is going to be
Correct.
there, right?
Available.
Right, for whatever the reason might be.
But having a growing business is a good problem to have.
That's
It's not necessarily our job as a board to fix that problem for her. It's just to decide if this permit's needed.
If it's disruptive to the neighbors.
Right.
I do think that there is a statewide need for this.
Mm.
And also, she's on a corner,
Yep.
And a
so she
cul-de-sac.
has, right, and a cul-de-sac. So I do think that there are some opportunities for parents to go down to the cul-de-sac and come back.
Turn around and then
Right,
just,
and
Yeah.
so sort of,
Or if there's no parking in the driveway, they can
Right.
wait.
they can wait and circle
Sure.
around and come back up, or maybe
Mhm.
park along the street until there's a spot available for them to pull into the driveway.
But even with 5 families, there could be a situation where someone's having to park on the street. I mean, there's only 4
Sure.
spots.
There could be.
So, right, I
Yeah.
mean, so adding that doesn't necessarily mean that we're adding a problem. There could already be a problem in place with street parking.
But to Chris's point earlier, like, another resident could have like a visitor, like someone coming to visit, or like a delivery person dropping something off, and they clearly have to park in the street for 2 or
Yeah,
5 or
of
however
course.
many minutes, right?
Good
And that's certainly permitted,
Mm-hmm.
so it seems within reason.
Yeah.
Sometimes they park in the middle of the street.
That's true too.
Yep.
I mean, is there any concern that you all have with noise or with anything like that?
No,
Kids.
no.
Nothing came up?
they're not gonna be there at 7 PM at night.
Okay. Yeah, no, I agree, that makes sense. It was 6 PM, it was,
Right,
Yeah, I think
Which is-
6 was the latest.
yeah,
6 PM.
And 7 was the earliest pickup, so, I mean,
okay.
They wanted to make noise, their kids.
Yeah, it should make noise.
All right, well, we can move into the motions to approve each of the findings of fact and the overall special use permit at this time. Finding of fact number 1, the proposed use or development will or will not materially endanger the public health or safety if located where proposed and developed according to the plan as submitted because. Does anyone have any feelings about whether or not there's going to be material endangerment to the public health or safety if located where it's proposed?
No,
no.
no.
Do I have a motion for finding of fact number 1?
I make a motion for finding of fact number 1, that the proposed use will not materially endanger the public health or safety if located where proposed and developed according to the plan as submitted.
Do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor, raise your right hand and say aye.
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 All in opposition, raise your right hand and say nay. All right, motion for finding of fact number 1 is approved.
Just to clarify, who made the second motion, please, for the record?
There were 2.
Two, yeah.
That's fine. I'll get the next one. I'll take this one. That's fine.
Okay,
That one's
Thomas
mine.
Gallo, okay, thank you.
Then for finding of fact number 2, the proposed use meets or does not meet all required conditions and specifications.
If we can just add a because to the end of the motion too.
Okay, right, all right. Because it meets all required conditions and specifications, or it does not meet all conditions and specifications because. Do I have a motion?
I make a motion that the proposed use does meet all the required conditions and specifications.
Second.
All in favor, raise your right hand and say aye.
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 All in opposition, raise your right hand and say nay. All right, our motion for finding of fact number 2 is approved. Finding of fact 3, the proposed use will or will not substantially injure the value of the adjoining property or the use or the use is public necessity.
I'll make a motion. I motion that the proposed use will not substantially injure the value of adjoining property of the use, or, excuse me, I'm gonna start that over for the record. The proposed use will not substantially injure the value of adjoining property or the use is a public necessity because the homeowner has put in place parameters to ensure that the children are safely moved from the home to their cars at the beginning and end of each day.
Second?
All in favor, raise your right hand and say aye.
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 All opposed, raise your right hand and say nay. All right, finding of fact number 3 is approved. All right, moving on to finding of fact number 4. The location and character of the proposed use, if developed according to the plan submitted, will or will not be in harmony with the area in which it is to be located and in general conformity with the plan of development of the town of Fuquay-Varina and its ordinances because.
Can
Does the
we
board
talk
have
about
any
this
discussion?
one?
Yeah, we can talk about this.
We didn't really discuss this in our discussions. So I do have a concern with it being a residential neighborhood and this being a business. And, you know, and that we're expanding the use of that business in a residential, in a very tightly compacted residential neighborhood. And do we think as a board that that is in harmony with the neighborhood? And I mean, I guess having the HOA support it would make me believe that it could be.
Mm-hmm.
Daycare's an approved use in a residential,
I mean, it's already approved.
yeah, so.
But like a small in-home daycare, we're going to a medium business, I believe is what they're calling it. And that it conforms with the plan of development of the town of Fuquay-Varina and its ordinances.
If it still meets the LDO requirements.
Mhm.
I mean, I feel like sort of like having lived in several states and different municipalities, daycare is something that's pretty close to universally accepted as something that is a business that's operated in people's homes and neighborhoods. It doesn't seem out of bounds.
Right.
Or something that, you know, could be looked at adversely.
It's not like a taxidermy business, right?
It's not, you know, we're not approving something that is questionable, right? I mean, it
Or
seems within reason.
Okay.
Yeah.
We just hadn't discussed this specific one, so before anyone made
Sure.
a motion, I wanted to make sure that, at least for the record, that we
Yeah.
had spent some time talking about it.
Of course.
Yep.
Okay, I will make a motion then. The location and character of the proposed use, if developed according to the plan submitted, will be in harmony with the area in which it is to be located and in general conformity with the plan of development of the town of Fuquay-Varina and its ordinances, because the neighborhood HOA did approve the plan, and we all agree that in-home daycare is something that is a positive for the neighborhood, or will not substantially harm the neighborhood, the harmony of the neighborhood.
Sure.
Would you like me to repeat the sentence? Who's writing it? Are you writing it?
Yes,
Did you get
please.
it? Okay. We'll start over. The location and character of the proposed use, if developed according to the plan submitted, will be in harmony with the area in which it is to be located and in general conformity with the plan of development of the town of Fuquay-Varina and its ordinances, because the neighborhood HOA is in favor of it, and in-home daycares are generally in harmony with the neighborhood.
Thank you.
Do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor, raise your right hand and say aye.
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 All opposed, raise your right hand and say nay. All right, our motion for finding of fact number 4 is approved. The petitioner has been advised that the burden of proof and evidence upon submitting such application is the responsibility of the petitioner. Such proof and evidence presented must demonstrate that the required findings of fact have been met. At this time, do I have a motion for special use permit, BOA SUP 2025-02?
I'll motion to approve BOA-SUP-2025-02 as presented with the facts. Is that a good?
There is a
Oh, thank you.
there, if you want to read that one, it's
Sure,
even
thank
better.
you.
Right there in the middle.
I'm not used to my iPad yet. Motion to approve BOA-SUP-2025-02 as presented under the terms and conditions identified in the applicant's application, testimony, site layout exhibit, and preserving all conditions of the special use permit BOA-SUP-2025-02 not inconsistent therewith.
Do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor, raise your right hand and say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, raise your right hand and say nay. All right, motion to approve, the motion is approved of BOA SUP 2025-02. It passes. Okay. At this time, I would like to ask the staff if there will be a February meeting.
Yeah, since no applications have been submitted, what we'd like to do is take that February 9th scheduled Board of Adjustment meeting for our annual training. So everybody can, we'll send out the invitation, but 7 o'clock on February 9th.
February 9th, okay. And
Ninth.
as there is no other business to discuss, I will accept a motion to adjourn the January 14th, 2026 Board of Adjustment meeting.
I make a motion to adjourn the January 14th Board of Adjustment meeting.
I second it.
All in favor, raise your right hand and say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, raise your right hand and say nay. The meeting